Hey guys, Jarzard's here, bringing you another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. Today, we are going to be taming one of my favorite animals in this game, a woolly rhino. And if it's the same one from yesterday, it's going to be level 150, which is the max. That will take about 50 minutes, but of course you guys won't see the whole thing, because that would take the whole video. And then after that, we will be making behemoth gates to gate off areas around the base to make it safer, because there's actually Giga over by the lighthouse down there, and if it wanders over, it will take it a while to break the gates, and I can kill it with the next thing we're doing after the rhino. And here's the rhino that we're gonna tame. I'm gonna kill this one so it doesn't try and bore me with the horn. Actually, funny story with getting killed by a woolly rhino. Many iterations of the server ago, when it was on the center, it was a PvP server, and we were going to raid someone, well, a tribe, and they came out on a bear, a rhino, and I think that's it, because we had already killed most of their tames. But me, Apex, and one of our friends started running away, and of course I was the one who got impaled by the rhino. I also had a jerboa on my shoulder. Somehow that survived. About a week later I went back, I actually found that jerboa, and I ended up starving to death one time the server went down. But enough about past stories. Let's start knocking this thing out, shall we? Oh my god. Oh, that's a hit. And I already made the saddle for this thing right before I started recording. Sorry. And that actually took a bit because I had to go back to the community center to get some cementing paste. I don't know why the woolly rhino saddle takes cementing paste. I understand the beaver, since you can get it from a beaver dam, but the woolly rhino I think should take pelt instead, since you can find it anywhere you find a rhino. Oh, also, the reason why I have a flak, a crossbow, metal tools, and all of the stuff so far in this episode and on the last episode is because I tamed an episode that was going to be between the first one and this one, but I actually deleted it because in it I tamed a pteranodon and knocked out a griffin, but they both died to wyverns or wyverns, however you want to pronounce it, both at different times, and I wasn't stealing wyvern eggs at the time either, which made me mad since, you know, they died for no reason. So I kind of decided to delete the video since there wasn't any reason to post it if everything I did in it was dead. And then I kind of made the base thatch off camera, and then yesterday I actually streamed hatching and raising most of the way a lightning wyvern that I found yesterday morning or the night before, can't remember which, and making the base fully wood. And today in this video we're actually going to raise 2 wyverns and make behemoth gates around the base. Oh god, no, oh god, oh god. flashback. Oh god, I'm having flashbacks to the center. Okay, go up here where it can't get me. Dumb beast. Hopefully I have enough trank arrows. Come on. Oh, and it's lagging. The worst part of... Well, I like the crossbow more than the long neck for tranking because it doesn't take as long to reload. And that's the worst part of the long neck when you're trying to trank, in my opinion. Nope, not down yet. And it ran away. It's super bloody, so it has to be high on torpor. Last trank arrow. Oh my god, desync. Okay, let's see what if I can make more arrows. Fiber and flint. I can get that right here. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Flint, come on. 2. I don't have any narcotic. This game is awesome. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back once this thing... We're back, and the rhino's about to take its last bite before it tames up, and it just tamed. Let me go ahead and put the saddle on. For some reason, up here in certain places it says you're freezing, and then, but you don't take damage like you would if you were, and then in other places you fly over, you immediately start taking damage, and then it says you're freezing. So I think this area is designed for, like, not to be able to be warm enough in to not die eventually. And there are no frost or ice wyvern eggs, whichever they're called. I don't even know because, like I said, there are no spawns, so I haven't been able to see the egg to know. But anyway, I'm going to collect thatch on the way back to base. I'll bring you guys back once we get back there. We're back. I just made a second behemoth gate, and I'm placing it now. That's pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna start incubating the wyvern eggs, and then there's a red drop not too far. So I'm going to get that, and well, so far any drop I've gotten has been really good. So I'm gonna like get it on in the video and not off camera. So let me just light all of this, incubate. Usually I won't be doing any breeding until after I got air conditioning, but these things just need a lot of coal. Well, that was great. Fix that once we go get them. Yeah, there it is. You can see the top of it now. Like, from one yesterday, I got an apprentice crossbow, I think, if that was the red drop. But I know I got some ramshackle flak and I think apprentice gilly. So they're pretty busted on here because they buffed them. And you know, wildcard, they either make stuff broken when they buff it, or they nerf it to complete trash. An example of them nerfing it to trash is a flyer nerf. Takes so long to get from one side of Ragnarok to the other at base movement speed on an archer. It should be just over here. I have had some of these despawn right when I've gotten to them, but this one just landed like a bit ago, so I knew it wouldn't. Titan and ramshackle. Anyway, I'm going to go get the eggs incubating without me holding a torch. We're back, and according to the timer on the Ovis, there's about 20 seconds until it gives birth. Oh, that's poop. Pick that up so baby doesn't go in it. Come on. Hopefully it stays in this little area. Oh, there it is. Imprint. Put berries on you. It's going so quickly, that's so nice. And then once it's at 10%, we'll start eating from the trough. No mutations, don't really care if there was. 800 health, wow. So I heard, apparently, from what I've heard, the more health they have, the more mutton you get when you harvest them. I know that the more food they have, the more wool you get from, like, using scissors to shear them. But I don't know if the thing about the mutton and health is true. So we'll find out as this progresses. Alright, this one's male. I can breed with this one in 3 hours. So, not in this video, but next video there will probably be one more Ovis here. I also got one, maybe 2 more gates. Oh, yeah, I made 2 gates and I placed one. I have one in my inventory right now. I'm going to place it once this is 10%. This wyvern egg is actually at like 7 minutes left. So I'll bring you guys back once it hatches. We're back. While I was waiting for the Ovis to become juvenile, the fire wyvern actually hatched. And I didn't know where it went because I thought it had longer than that. And I actually was messaging Apex to try and get him to shut the server down without saving, to try and roll it back. But I found it. It was actually just chilling out under the woolly rhino. So I got lucky because of course it's the middle of the night when that happens. And I was worried that I would not be able to find it. Why isn't it following me? Is it stuck? So, I was actually planning on getting the poison wyvern hatch before the fire wyvern, but guess the fire wyvern decided to hatch first while that happened. Let me place down the while trying to find the fire wyvern, I actually thought I accidentally ate the egg when I was moving it back further into the area with all the fire in it, like with the torches, campfire, all that. But and then I just started looking around and it was under the rhino. You want care in 40 minutes? I'll be ready in a minute and a half. Oh, yeah, I'll go place the gate while I'm thinking about it. So, to waste time until that wyvern hatches. That, yep, that's good. And then back. I'm also naming the Oedipus or the Ovis is after Oedipus, which is the Greek story slash... I don't know what it's actually called, because I don't know if it's a myth or just a story, but what happens in it, long story short, he's a greedy slash... he's a tyrant king pretty much at the beginning. And there's a prophecy that whoever killed the king before him would be punished. Well, there's a plague. Whoever killed the king before him has to be punished. All that. And then ends out, oh, it was him, and it was his father, who he didn't know because he was saved by another king and queen. Long story short, he married his mom, had kids, killed his dad, all like the prophecy said, and it was a story about not being able to escape prophecies, and that they'll always come true. So I'm naming them after that because, well, that's what it's going to be to get all the Ovises I need. And here's a poison wyvern. I wonder what it like. Turn off fire. Wow, that one. And then, after we see what it looks like, I will bring you guys back once these guys are grown. We're back, and the poison wyvern wants care now, and it wants to go on a walk, which is easy. Just have to, this will follow. Oh my god. I hate how long it takes because, well, the fire wyvern has a minute and a half left, I think. So by the time I get the poison wyvern back to where it was, it should be good. I'm really still not imprinted. There we go. Come on. Yes, yes, you're a wyvern, you have wings. Yeah, he has a minute left. Let's see. Oh, but he got a lot of health from that. Not sure about any of the other stats. You'll know once it grows, so, and that has 30 seconds left. So, while that finishes up the timer until it needs care, I'm gonna put materials for behemoth gates in the smithy. Also, I'm going to gate off until probably about that hill right here, since this is going to be my main like dino storage area, and maybe kibble farm as well, but probably not kibble farm since all those dinos will lag me out. Well, not lag me out, but make it super laggy when I'm at base. Oh, that. See, why couldn't the poison wyvern be as simple as a fire wyvern? Anyway, I'll bring you guys back once these guys are done. We're back. As you can see, both wyverns are fully grown. On the poison one, I managed to get only one imprint because the second one, it wanted comfort food, which is wyvern milk, which I can't get alone. And on the fire wyvern, I was able to get 2, and then it wanted wyvern milk. And the stats are pretty good on this one now. This one still has better weight, I think. 64. Yeah, slightly better weight. And that's going to be it for today, because I've been recording for slightly over 4.5 hours raising these guys. But between this episode and the next, I'll finish the gates themselves. In these, get the base to stone, and do some mount runs at the forge area all the way. It's on the forge area is in the peninsula on the left side of the map, on pretty much the opposite side from where I am right now. And also, for any creature that has the J and no name after it, besides the Fire Wyvern, that one I already know the name for. And the Dodic, anything that isn't named besides the Wyvern and the one Ovis, I want you guys to comment name suggestions, and I'll pick the one I like the most to name them. So until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you want.